Alright, this is going to be a quick little video explaining the, just some of these F2L algs right here. So, what I have here are two fully solved cubes. I'm going to solve it using the green and white layers as it's shown here. And, all these cubes are is just that simple algorithm applied to it. And I'm going to explain a little bit, like F2L a little bit. Just a simple RUR prime right there. And then finally, I'm going to do two different ways of doing this, basically. So there's two different ways to insert. There's the regular way, which is the U, R, U prime, R prime. And then there's also the sledgehammer way, which is R prime. I'm not even explaining the sledgehammer. So you may think, hey, this kind of breaks these two. But it's really great for, say, if you have like these over here, you have almost none of your corners solved. However, if you do a sledgehammer, you just solve two of your edges without even like trying too hard to like get this algorithm down. It's just a different way of inserting it real quickly. For the I'm gonna solve this real quick, just as a real quickie. So this U, this is basically just this right here where it goes Y and inserting like that. I like to do this to make it rotationless, because rotationless I think is a little bit better than just trying to like rotate in the middle of a solve, since rotations are kind of slow sometimes. I believe it's also saying just that. However, rotations are fine if, like, say you don't have this slot done. Doing this and then moving to the slot, it is kind of slow. So depending on what slots are solved and which ones aren't, you're just gonna go use algorithms that make it easier to get to the next slots. This U algorithm is fine. It's all good. This algorithm right here is basically just actually no. Oops. Did that wrong. Oops. See, is it just, yeah, it's just that. And finally, oop. One more. So basically just that. There's two ways to do that. Either that way or rotate that way. I mean, you could also do that, but I prefer rotations on this one. As I said, they're still slow, but sometimes just going over to the hands that can quickly do things is much better than doing a standard F thumb, which can sometimes work, but most of the time it's slow. And so then there's this owl right here on the right here. It's standard, I would say. Just the R2, the U2. Yeah, you gotta learn the U2 flicks. Just doing this over and over will eventually get you used to them. That all is basically the same thing, except instead of the corner being like off to the left, like oops. Instead of the corner being like right here, it's instead right there. So it's basically the same thing. Then that one's basically an extension of this alg. This one here, this sledgehammer is actually really clever. I'm gonna try to set it up right now. There you go. So it goes that way, and then sledgehammer, which makes it, this isn't really like intuitive. It's definitely more algorithm based, and it makes it an easy insert. What I like to do is to do that, and then pair them like that, which is basically like a double sexy move, kinda. Sexy, U prime, and then pair them, and then insert. But that sledgehammer seems pretty good to use, because the sledgehammer basically just inserts this whole block right here. This one just seems to be the lefty a little bit. Yeah, let's see. I keep wanting to set it up wrong. Let's see. Sets it up like that. There. See, what do I do? So it says you can do that. Okay, that's way quicker, so it's not intuitive, but you can actually just do a simple little arm move and just kind of make it so that it's with one of the 4 easy inserts, which are kind of up here. I don't know how well you're able to see them or how well they show up on the thing here, but basically this is what you're looking for. This right here is what you're looking for, and then of course or this one, which is also fairly simple. That's also can just be an F prime U prime thing, unless you're needing to rotate here to check out what's going on next. So it's not too bad at all. And that's basically all I've looked at so far. These algorithms down here can get like a little tricky. That one's basically, let me set that up. So it wants us to separate that and then insert that. So it's basically that right there. This one's easy. There's like an algorithm I guess you can use, but basically it's almost like a 4-move insert. You just move this out of the way, take this part out, and then you got an easy insert. Someone showed me that at a comp recently, and that's way faster than a few other algs. Let's see, which one have I been using? I don't know. This one right here can get probably a little confusing, I guess. Let me set it up again. So just that inserted wrong. Okay, I see what can be done here. We can get this one connected to that one. Maybe. No. Okay, I see. So it wants to like move this over here for an easy insert, and then once it has it over here, it wants to push this out of the way so that it doesn't get moved, then move this part, and then get ready for a 4-move insert. So that's the setup right there, which is pretty clever. Then it says YU2LUL, which I guess also works. U2. This one's not as like intuitive, but it's a pretty good algorithm I can see. I don't know how well you can see it, but it's pretty good. And I guess it sets up so you can see what's going on here. You could do that, but lefty inserts like that are pretty gross. So U2. Oh wait, why didn't that work? Oh, because I have no idea. It looks like just a lefty sledge. The way I was doing it would have required like 2 rotations. So I guess that's an okay alg to use. It's more akin to just oh, and then there's this one right here, which I just set up. This one's fairly simple. It looks like a lot of moves, but basically it's just moving this back here and then making this red part line up immediately for the pair. So it's like super simple. And then insert. It's like a very easy one to learn. Definitely like understand like these right here, kinda, because you can make it like a whole lot easier by trying to like understand how to insert these. This one's another probably easy one to see. You just move it out of the way and then just insert it. I'm gonna move these out of the way. I use them as like intro basically. Yeah, just move it out of the way. One more time. Yeah, this kind of insert is very common, where you have the white sticker here and you're trying to pair it up like that. This one, that one's easy. It's just triple sexy. That's all it is. There's also a triple sledge, which keeps this top the exact same. So watch here. So we have the cross here. 1, 2, 3. The cross is still there, and it doesn't ruin the piece. So, but however, if you do the triple sexy, never mind. I'm fucking stupid. Let's not worry about it. Let me try something. Triple sexy. We're gonna do triple sexy. Okay, it doesn't mess with the corners. That's what's going on. Okay. Alright, so that one's easy. This one's a pretty fun one to learn. It's very easy to recognize. You don't have to take out this whole bar. What you can do is, what I like to do, it's kind of an advanced algorithm a little bit. Move it out of the way, sledgehammer. And then you're ready for your insert. Super simple. Just when the pair is already done here, I will always just move it out of the way, then do a sledgehammer, and that can prepare you. You can kind of I guess you can move the cube for other inserts or whatever, but not really. Just super simple. All right. This is. I mean, I'm not gonna go through this entire sheet because there's tons of algorithms here. You probably won't really like use like the section 2B here, corners in the wrong slot. Yeah, these are more advanced algorithms that you don't really need to learn yet. You don't, kind of more akin to intuitiveness. I've just looked at this one. This one's more like connecting this green block here to the corner and then inserting it with your left hand, which is pretty intuitive. A lot of it is technically intuitive, and this is why you learn some of these more basic ones way up here. So yeah, it says section 2 advanced F2L. You could learn some of this if you really want to, but you're not required. These suck. These cases just really suck here. Section 1C just sucks. It's when both pieces are in the correct slot. This case right here is the absolute worst. Just when you have your corner in the wrong spot. Basically just, whoops, I inserted it wrong a little bit. Get that, you're kind of fucked a little. It requires effort to like get it out. I'm gonna try that DRFR prime. So it does ruin the corner there. That's That's pretty fast. Oh, and here's the case again with the one of the cases. I just take this one out. Because doing wide moves in F2L is not really my forte yet. See, I'm gonna set that up actually. Not like that, but like Not like that. I guess it's more of that one. I mean, can you also do that? I mean, technically you can go both ways. You can move it this way and then do U2 and then have it back insert. It's kind of awkward, but I'm trying to do something here, but it's not working out as well. I'm trying to think of like a different way to like insert this. I guess there's that way, which is basically the first alg. But more akin is just experimenting. I'm just kind of shooting on time right now. Well, I'm probably going to trim this down, see if I can trim this video down, so make it easier. Just upload the whole thing if I can't figure out what the hell I'm doing. I guess that's a... But yeah, that's a pretty easy case to recognize because you just take it out and then insert it. It's pretty simple right there. I mean, you could do sledgehammer twice, but you're more likely going to quickly associate your hands with that one. Honestly, you can just kind of... Oh, that one's quite fun. So what happens is, let me set that up correctly. I didn't think this through. So basically, this one's pretty fun. You just have this side solved, and then you notice the white edge right there. It's a very simple, like 3-move pairing. I do it all the time in algorithm in my F2L. But this one, I like to do this, which is, I believe it's this alg right here. The U, F prime are a sexy move, and then part of a sledge. It's fairly simple. So you, and there's also that one, I guess. My brain kind of farted there, but that one's easy. Yeah, that's basically just double sledgehammer, it looks like. As you can probably see, like, let me flip this piece real quick. That didn't flip the piece at all. Here we go. Sledgehammer is a very powerful move in F2L because you can pair pieces up during the sledgehammer movement. And I guess you can kind of like sledgehammer it again. Oh, I did that wrong. You too. I gotta learn that one a little bit. That one's a bit on the weird side. Anyway, I think that's I don't know what else to really talk about here. This is just algorithm based right there. That one's algorithm based. I basically just do the beginner insert there. See, do they have any better algs? Are you? That didn't work. Are you prime, or prime you? prime, R prime. I don't think that worked out as well as I thought it was going to. If you need, I'm definitely gonna trim this video down. It's probably about 20 minutes now. Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna trim it down, see what I can do.